Welcome back, Storytimers. Today's read aloud is Blooming Rose Blasts Off by Lauren Piland. A blooming beginning. Do you ever feel like giving up when something is difficult? Are there some things that come easily to you and some things that don't? In this story about a little girl named Rose, you'll see how she reacts to a school project that seems impossible for her and how she learns to soar. Your rocket launcher projects are due on Monday, Miss Williams shouted over the class. Hope you all have a blast. Oh man, said Rose. I have no idea how to make a rocket launcher thingy, much less how to make it fly. Experimenting is so fun, said her best friend Brady. Well, not for me. This is just not my thing, Rose said. Later at dinner, Rose admitted to her parents. So, I have a rocket project that's due on Monday, and I just don't have any good ideas for it. You have a big project that is due in 2 days? Asked Mum. A rocket? Asked her little brother Rex. That's so cool. We can blast off to outer space and look for aliens flying all around. I'll be lucky if I can get my rocket off the ground, Rose replied. Dad smiled and said, How do you think rocket scientists get their start? Everyone has to learn and practice to become really good at something. I'm going to find dinosaurs on other planets. I know they're out there, said Rex. That sounds a little dangerous, Mum said with a smirk.
Rocket comp starts tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp,
Dad said. Oh, Rose sighed. I was afraid you'd say that. To infinity and beyond, said Rex. The next morning, Rose dragged her feet out the door, looking at the random pile of pencils, straws, cardboard, index cards, marbles, erasers, rubber bands, string, tape and glue. Rose asked, What are we supposed to do with all of this junk? Put your thinking cap on, Dad said. We're about to blast off. After playing around with different materials for the rocket, Rose found she was actually enjoying herself and enjoying hanging out with Dad. You think we're ready to test it out? Rose asked as she started to nervously count down. 3, 2, 1, blast off. They stared at the straw rocket that had landed at her feet. Oh no, now what will we do? Rose said. Anything worth doing is worth practicing, remember, said Dad. I think the nose was too heavy. Let's try something lighter. What about this? Rose said, holding up a pointy rubber eraser. Won't know until we try, Dad said. I'm scared to let go, Rose said with her eyes closed and ready for their second attempt. 3, 2, 1. Better, Dad shouted, but it went a little crooked. Well, a fish swims using its fin. Maybe these tail fins steer the rocket, Rose said, digging for more tape. After a few minutes, they were ready to try again. Okay, Rose said. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Oh my gosh, it worked! That was stellar, said Dad. Let's do it again. Mum and Rex came out to watch the rocket soar across the yard. That's so cool. Can you show me how to make one? Asked Rex. Sure, said Rose. Let's start from scratch. On Monday morning, Rose skipped into school holding her rocket. Oh, hey, Brady, said Rose. Hey, Rose. I'm guessing you got your project figured out, Brady asked. Sure did. Watch out, Rose joked. Let's head outside for our competition, said Miss Williams. Rose's name was called in the last group. Her heart skipped a beat. Okay, Rocket, don't fail me now, she whispered. 3, 2, 1, launch, shouted Miss Williams. What a great job you all did, she said. According to my measurements, the rocket that went the furthest was Emily's. Right behind it was Rose's. And congrats to Brady, whose rocket came in thirds. Rose could hardly wait to tell Dad how their rocket did. Dad, you're not going to believe this. Hey there, Rosie. How did it go today? He asked. Well, we didn't win, Rose said, but we did come in second. She proudly waved her ribbon. Second place, I'll take it. I can't believe I wanted to quit before I even started, Rose said. Hard work is something to be proud of, Dad said, and I'm proud of you. He started to ride off, but shouted back, Hey Rose, why stop now? After dinner, let's build a race car. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.